Gang, what's good? You already know who it is, man. It's Wall Street checking in, and I want to kind of quickly talk to y'all about the spy put that I hit on this morning, on Thursday, June the 2nd. But I also want to talk about things that I saw on the daily charts and kind of give you an idea why I was watching spy so closely. Also in the video, and some other of the watch list items that I put on Monday evening. So let's chop down this spy real quick. One thing that I want to kind of highlight is that I added this to the watch list. We know that last week was a lot of bullish movement right here, as you can see, from May 24th all the way up to May 27th. A lot of buying, a lot of demand was coming in, and what I noticed over the weekend, this past weekend, when I was charting, is that we formed a perfect double bottom, and I pointed that out on the watch list, that we were forming a double bottom. One thing I also noticed too, our previous run up, coming from this downtrend, we also formed another double bottom back in the beginning of March, and we had a nice little run up until the end of March. So that kind of made my antennas perk up and notice that, okay, we created this double bottom pattern here. You have your bottom bounces here around 386. We have our neckline right here about I want to say 408, and then we have this consolidation portion of the pattern. So this is like where you can actually get into this play twice, in a sense of you can play off the neckline for some scalps, maybe some day trades, and then you can try to catch the continuation based off the pattern. Now this thing can definitely, the bottom can fall out and not continue to do its normal path. But this is something that I've been watching throughout Tuesday when the market opened. Noticed the double bottom from last week. Knew there was some consolidation, and we just broke above this 417 line today, and we're entering a previous supply area. Um, I'll break down supply and demand in another video. I don't want to take up time explaining that, but just know we just entered this supply area. Now we could reject and come back to this neckline, or we could push through here and start looking in these 420 areas. With it being a short week and tomorrow being Friday, the likelihood of that, maybe. I mean, we're at 417 close today in the post markets right now, 417.88. We could push through this on Friday. Do I expect it? I don't know. I don't know what I expect. Right now, it's a lot of bullish going on overall. If you're looking at looking at SPY, if I was to pull on the SMAs instead of the EMAs, we're still below the 50, 100, and the 200. So technically, we're still in a downtrend. Once we start clearing up some SMAs, then we can start looking at a recovery right now. In my opinion, this might just be a sympathy. Uh, just just a lot of buying pressure happening, for so much sell off going on. We could test this 50 and reject it and come down. I don't want to jump too far ahead. That's just my sentiments on it, on what could happen. So basically, what I did today, I knew that we were in this little consolidation. Let me break this down into the 5 minute. I knew we was in a consolidation coming from that double bottom pattern. So I kind of just played right off the bell, right at the opening. Let me find it here. Here we go. So we open, got rejected right out here at this 410 mark, which if you look on my Thinkorswim, when I marked it, there was a heavy resistance. You can see it's a heavy resistance right here in this 410. You got some rejections here. You got rejections here, a failed support here and hold. So I knew that this level was kind of a heavy resistance. I figured that we'll probably open on the low side. So I jumped in on this play immediately. I called it out about 6:30. It's about 6:32 Pacific Standard Time. Bought several puts at 407 outside the money. Obviously, I wanted to kind of see if it kind of run. Um, Jumped in that play, got a quick 35%, and I was out the play. If you look at it, we actually did hit 407. We hit 407 um, around 7:20. So I didn't hang out in the play too long. I got in, got my shillings, and got out. What happened after that was a nice bounce at that 407, which is definitely a heavy support level. As you can see, multiple bounces off the 407, and after that, SPY just kind of took off. It's been in this freaking amazing uptrend since then. Beautiful bounce and go. I didn't play the bounce. I actually got out of the play, closed the app, made the one play, and I was done for the day. I did pop in and saw a couple of movements on like Nvidia. Nvidia had a great day today as well too. They pretty much just kind of ripped throughout the day. If we go to the daily chart on Nvidia, let me fix that for us. You can see they also having the same double bottom. And what do you see here in this area? Let me pull out this rectangle. We have another double bottom, and this is with the previous run up before we had this huge sell off. So as I mentioned before in the Discord, and we have, history repeats itself in a sense that it shows the same rhythm, right? So it's always not going to be exact, right? History sometimes do repeats itself, but it's also at a different cadence or a different rhythm. In this case, you can kind of see that the double bottom pattern did show. We had our run up, and then from there we just had a freaking sell off from hell. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting that we continue to fill out this double bottom pattern. Maybe we get a couple more days of green. I think the key level on Nvidia or a big key level is definitely seeing above this 498, which I marked out over the weekend as a heavy resistance zone. You can see a lot of activity around this 198 area. I think after that we can start seeing, I got a level of 211. Also got a level, got a level here at 203. So there's some good trades in there to happen. Definitely going to keep my eyes on Nvidia. Definitely was a good opportunity to swing Nvidia calls, in my opinion. You might catch a little sell off, a good little bounce. Might be a nice rip. We're above the 9 and the 21, well below the VWAP as well too. On the on the VWAP as well on a daily. We're looking pretty healthy. I have the EMA 200 right here, which is a little off from the SMA 200, but it gives you a kind of general idea where the 200 EMA is or SMA is. If I was to remove that, show you guys the SMA, the 200 SMA is this red line here. Obviously, it's not exact. You can kind of see that the 200 EMA is about the same as the 100 SMA. I know this may sound a little confusing. We'll have EMA and SMA training as well too. But just to kind of put it in perspective, as I mentioned, you always want to look on how much space you have in between. We have more room we're probably sitting in the middle here where this can kind of finds itself some support and bounce and start trending towards one of these SMA. So definitely keep your eyes on it. We never want to guess with the market. We just play what the market gives us. And we just react, right? It's all about being reactive and not proactive. But in the sense of being proactive, you all want to be prepared and see what the next move could be. And so I'll definitely continue to watch this beautiful double bottom plays on Nvidia. I mean, we had a beautiful double bottom here. It's not as precise as you can see, but on CrowdStrike, you got the bottom here, neckline. And this is kind of like a sideways one. Consolidation and a rip through today. They had earnings, which they hit earnings but fell short on some guidance stuff, and so they kind of slipped in the after hours, but it looked like they recovered already from that. Let's see, who else had a double bottom? SPY, of course, had a double bottom. As I mentioned, this previous double bottom in this area here, and you can see this double bottom here. We have a new demand zone here. A lot of buying action for institutional funds and banks and hedgers. And now we're seeing if we can rip it through this previous supply zone. If once we get through this zone, man, it'll be some money to be made. Definitely keep your eyes on it. Maybe have we seen the bottom of the stock market from all this sell-off? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Also, the NASDAQ had a beautiful double bottom, like textbook double bottom. Consolidate. You got your neckline, the consolidations of the cup, and then the push through. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, I don't want to hold y'all, man. I just want to kind of talk quickly about my trades in the SPY. I've been trading nothing but the SPY this week. I've been scalping them on the puts and call levels, pulling out roughly around 30-35%, really not holding position, especially scalping, just getting in, getting my shillings and get out the way. And that's just because the market is very unpredicted. Like, I don't trust this bull movement. I still think there's some downside. I'm still on the bear side, which is funny because I'm actually like a bull by heart. But just with all this sell-off, inflation is not going down. If Jerome Powell is still on everybody's helmet, so I don't really trust this. I think this just, just a little soft, just a little love for us out here. For a little, we're trying to feed everybody, man. So the bulls are trying to eat right now, which is understandable because the market was definitely at a nice little bottom, temporary at a nice bottom. But I'm definitely keeping my eyes open. I'm still a little bearish, about 70% bearish in the market, but I'm scalping calls when they come to me. That's the beautiful thing about trading options, man. You may have your place of feeling like a bull or a bear, but you can always take the opportunity to play both directions to make money, because that's what it's all about. You put your little bias to the side and you go get the bag. And so that's what I do. But nah, man, I wanted to chop with y'all, man. As y'all can see, I got some video on here. Y'all can see me now. Shout out to the homie Dom. Came down from the Bay Area. Got my camera right, got my setup right, got my audio right. So hopefully y'all hearing me and seeing me good. I'm gonna start showing my face a little bit more on here now since I'm all the way set up. And yeah, man, y'all can expect more of these videos. But hit SPY today for 35%. Feeling really good about that. And I'm gonna be watching the video in SPY tomorrow. And that's it, man. If y'all got questions, dropping them in the Discord. Remember, man, new Discord. We on subscription base and whatnot. If you got people that want to come in, send them to the link, and then my socials, I'll put the link in the Discord. You can copy and paste and send them out. We out. Peace.